Hi, I'm Tyler with North Coast Wireless Communications, and today I'm here to discuss how to download and operate the new SFN TV NOW app. Thank you for tuning in, and let's get started. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is download the SFN TV NOW app. Let's start off on the home screen of your Roku here. If you're not already on this screen, please press the home button on your remote. Okay, now that we know we're on the home screen, next we need to go to the search function on the left-hand menu here to find the SFN TV NOW app. You will do this by using the purple arrow buttons on your Roku remote. Let's scroll down. Now, once you are on the search option, you will click the right arrow over to the pad. That way we can search for the SFN TV NOW app. We will do this using the purple arrow buttons on your remote to navigate to the letters you need, and the purple OK button on your remote to select each letter. Okay, now you can see that there's a couple different options for the SFN TV NOW app. The one we want to download is the SFN TV NOW app Gen 2, not the demo or the old SFN TV NOW app. You'll be able to tell the difference between the new Gen 2 app and the demo app because the demo has a yellow corner on it. Now what we want to do is scroll over to that app and use the purple OK button to select it so we can begin the download process. Once we select the app, the Add App screen should appear. Once it does, you're going to use the purple OK button to select the Add App option. Once you select it and it downloads, you will get an indicator showing that it has downloaded. You will use the OK button again to select OK, saying that you're OK with this app being downloaded. And then you will have the Open App screen appear. This means that the app is downloaded and ready to be opened. Once that is done, you can select the Open App option, and then you will open the app on your Roku. Now that we've opened the app, the first thing you'll see is this login screen. At this time, I would like to suggest that after this tutorial for you to go back and to delete all SFN TV NOW apps that is not the Gen 2 app. Now in the next section, we'll go over how to log in and set up this device specifically with the SFN TV NOW app. Okay, so now let's log in and register this device with your SFN TV NOW app. The first thing you need to do is add your username and password. You'll be doing this using the purple arrow buttons and the purple OK button on your Roku remote. Now, if you do not have your username and password, please feel free to call NCWCOM and we'll be able to provide that information for you. Now that you've entered your username and password, the next step is to name this device specifically that is using the SFN TV NOW app. And this is important because you may have multiple devices in your house using the same app. We always suggest using a name that is related to the room it's in. For example, living room. Once you've added all this information, you will scroll to the bottom and select the Submit button. Once you hit the Submit button, SFN TV NOW should start. Now that it is open, you may watch live TV with SFN TV NOW at your leisure. Okay, now that we have successfully downloaded and registered your device with SFN TV NOW, let's learn how to use it. First, let's explore the main menu. As you can see here on the left-hand side, there's a couple different options and features that we can use. The first is full screen, and that one is real simple. When you select that one, using the purple OK button on your Roku remote, it will simply show you the full screen of your live TV. Now by hitting the back button on your Roku remote, as you can see here with the back arrow, it will take you back to the main menu. Next is the guide. Now this is a live display of the channels and shows that are currently playing, that will be playing in the future, and you can actually scroll backwards to see what you may have missed or would like to watch. Now let's use the back arrow again. The next option is the channels option. If you scroll down and click on this one, it will show all the live channels that are offered with your current subscription. Now, if you use the arrow buttons left and right, you can actually also find your favorites list for channels. Now let's go back once again. The next option is the airing now. If we scroll down and look at this option essentially shows you what TV shows specifically are airing, not necessarily by their channel, but rather what the show is. Now let's go back again. Next is your DVR or recordings. This is essentially where all of your TV shows, movies, and anything that you have recorded will be stored so that you may view at a later date. Now after those options, we just have some basic features that may be needed at some time, but essentially it's the Restart TV option, the search option, the settings, and the exit the SFN TV app option. Most likely you won't have to use these much, but they can be handy when needed. Okay, so to access the live taskbar, we first need to go to full screen mode, select that, and then once in full screen mode, you will hold the OK button on your Roku remote for 1 second. The live taskbar should appear at that time. Okay, so the first option is the 1, 2, 3 or channel selection option. When you click on this, a number pad will appear. Put in the channel number that you are wanting to go to, and then click the arrow button, and it will take you to that channel. Now, let's open up the menu again. As you can see, the second option here is record. Now, once you select that, you will have the option to either record the entire series or just the one episode. You will do so by checking that box. You can choose to keep however many episodes you want, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and etc. And you can choose whether you want to record only new episodes or new episodes and reruns. Once you have the selection options that you want, you will scroll down and click OK. And then OK again. And now you are recording that show and/or series. Now, as you can see, the record option has disappeared, and that's because we are currently recording it. The next option is the back to original airtime option. When you click on this, it will allow you to actually start the show you're currently on back from when it originally aired, as you can see. Now, let's say you don't want to watch from the very beginning anymore. You can actually click this next option, which is live, and this will actually take you back to the live airing of the show. This is a very convenient option for those who like to pause, start, and rewatch sporting events. Now, the next option is the return to last channel option. When you click on this, it will take you back to the last channel you were watching. The EPG option essentially just takes you back to the guide. Now, the next option is the closed captions option, and obviously if you click that, it will turn closed captions on for you. And as for the final option, this is essentially a diagnostic option. When you click on this, it's going to show you some diagnostic information about your internet and your streaming. This concludes the explanation for the live taskbar features. Next, let's learn all about how to record a show or series and watch it at a later date. There's a couple different ways to record a TV show or a series. The first is by using your guide. Let's now go to the guide and find a TV show that you would like to record. We're going to hold the OK button for at least 2 seconds. This additional menu will pop up, and in it you will see a couple different options. The first is View Channel, which will take you directly to the channel. Play, which will play the current show you've selected. Record, which is what we're wanting to do, and Add to Favorites. And we'll discuss that at a later date. First, let's learn how to record. Go ahead and select the record option. Now, once you select that, you will have the option to either record the entire series or just the one episode. You will do so by checking that box. You can choose to keep however many episodes you want, 1, and etc. And you can choose whether you want to record only new episodes or new episodes and reruns. Once you have the selection options that you want, you will scroll down and click OK. And then OK again. And now you are recording that show and/or series. Now, the second option, if you do not want to record in the guide, but rather while you're watching TV live, you can do so. You simply have to open up the taskbar and then select record, and then go through the same option selection as you did before for recording a show, and then just select OK. Now, to review your recordings, you will go to the main menu in your SFN app and scroll down the sidebar to the DVR recordings option. Now, this top bar will show you the series that you've chosen to record. This next one will show you just your latest recordings, and below that will show you all the series episodes that you have recorded. Now you may select one of these recordings and then have a couple different options. The first is to simply play the recording. The second is to delete the recording. The next is to modify this specific recording. After that, it is cancel the series if you don't want to record the series anymore. And finally, you can also modify the series recording. Now, in the Modify Series option specifically, you can choose to keep however many episodes you want, whether that's all or select few, and you can choose to change the recording options from new and reruns to just new. Whichever you like, you would simply make that selection and then select OK to make the change. This concludes how to record and watch your recordings of shows and TV shows with the SFN TV Now app. Let's discuss how to add a TV show to your favorites and where to find that favorites list with this app. First, let's go to Guide and find a TV show that you would like to add to your favorites. Once you do, hold the OK button for at least 2 seconds to have this secondary menu pop up. You will then scroll over to the Add to Favorites option and select that with the purple OK button. Once you select this, the Select a Favorites List field should appear. Now either it will be blank or it will already have a favorites list selected. Either way, once it is selected, you will scroll down to the OK button and select it. This channel is now added to your favorites list. To view your favorites list, you first have to go back to the main menu and then scroll down to your channels option and then select it. Once you select it, you can use the arrow buttons on your Roku remote to scroll left and right, and you will be able to find your favorites list. You can now easily access all of the favorite channels you have, and when you want to view one, you simply just have to click on it and you will go directly to it. This concludes how to add a channel to your favorites list in the SFN TV Now app. Finally, let's go over some tips and tricks and good know-how when it comes to the SFN TV Now app. First tip that's good to know is that if you go to your recordings, and as you can see here, it says 4-30 hours. This indicates that you have 30 hours of recording space on your SFN TV app. It is also important to know that you have 7 days after the initial recording of something to watch it before it will disappear. Next, another helpful feature is actually in the guide. If you go to the guide, and let's say there was a TV show you wanted to watch, but you didn't quite make it in time, you can actually go back 24 hours worth of time and select any TV show, and then scroll over to the play option, and it will play that TV show from the beginning. Now, the last tip I would like to give is actually outside of the SFN TV Now app. So go ahead and hit the home button on your Roku remote. Now, for the convenience of viewing your SFN TV Now app, let's put it at the top of this list to your right. That way you can easily access it. To do so, we'll use the purple arrow buttons and the purple OK button to scroll over to your apps and then scroll down to the SFN TV Now app within this selection. So we want to move this app to the top. The way that we do that is by selecting the star button on your remote and then selecting Move App. Now we'll use the arrows on your remote to move this app to the top or to the location you would like it to be within this selection. Once you have the app in the position you would like it, you then just have to hit the OK button on your Roku remote, and that app is placed there. Now it is conveniently at the location you want and easily accessible. Thank you for tuning in to this tutorial and user guide for the SFN TV Now Gen 2 app. Please feel free to contact NCWCOM if you have any further questions or concerns. We would love to help you. Other than that, I do hope you have a great day, and thank you for being one of our amazing customers.